Hey guys, I'm Dupree, and today I'm showing you how to make kick shots most of the time. Kick shots do come up often. So let's say we were playing 8-ball, and we're trying to make this stripe, and I think the 8-ball is in the side, or the corner. Here it is. So we are trying to make this stripe, and we are blocked by the 8. So there's not a lot of ways to get around this. You can try, it's a tough shot from here, but you can try to masse around it, but again, it is a tough shot from that position. So what a lot of people would do is they would just get down and like blindly kick at it. And it's an easy kick shot, but you never want to go into a shot blindly like that. So let's say that this 9-ball is on the rail. So it probably won't work again. Or it will if you just know how to kick. And now we're going to move it up even more. It surely won't work this time. So, I don't know how I got so lucky on the first ones, but if you just randomly hit at it, it's most likely not going to work. So if you keep doing this, you can keep going as fast as you want, for how long you want, but you're usually not going to make it. So, what you need to do is find your contact point on this 9. And let's just imagine that this green 6 right here, we need to hit that green 6. So I'm just going to blindly shoot at it. See how we don't hit the green 6? So what we are trying to do is make the cue ball go off of that rail and over here, obviously. But to measure that out, we use a physics law called angle of incidence equals angle of reflection. So the angle that the ball goes into the rail is the same angle that it will come out of the rail. So we are trying to find that angle out of the rail that leads to hitting the 6-ball. So if we go, and we may be wrong the first time, so it's good to practice this. But this is a physics law, so if you measure it out right, you should make all of your kick shots. But if we measure that out, we end up short. And if you use right spin, you end up long, like that. So we need to find that healthy middle. Just like that. And we should be able to make the 9. And now you just need to take that 6 away. And just imagine that 6 right there. So we would go angle of incidence equals angle of reflection. And keep in mind, if you're using spin, because I'm hitting this straight down, if I use right spin, look how it goes off to that right. If I use left spin and I'm aiming inside towards there, look how it comes back to me. So if you accidentally use a little bit of spin, it will throw your shot off. But just aim your cue from the cue ball to the rail, and just keep trial and error with your cue until it comes out to hit that contact point where that 6 was. So here is that kick shot from a few different angles. So you can use side spin if you cannot get to the shot directly. And what I mean by that is, let's say our 8-ball is right here. So now, if we shoot at our regular point, we hit that 8 first. I don't know if you saw it, but the 8 moved. The 8 moved, and that would have been a foul. So we can't just foul like that. So we need to find a way to make the 9. And the way I'm going to show you now is a little bit of right spin. See, right spin brings the ball off that rail, if I can spin it, and more to that right. So I'm going to hit straight to this rail with right spin, and see how it goes off to the right. We're not trying to make anything there. That would have gone in, but we're not trying to make anything, just showing you the spin. So a little bit of right spin, when you're going straight up and down the rail, makes the ball just go to the right, and left spin obviously makes it go to the left. So, with this right spin, to judge your right spin, you still want to find that angle in, angle out. So this is our original aiming line, right here. Right here on the rail is our original aiming point. So when we're using maximum right spin. I like to move it back about a diamond. But the fun thing about this shot, what makes this shot fairly easy, is because of this rail right here. So I'm going to see if I can simulate an overhit right here. So too much spin. That was way too much spin. I'm trying to simulate this. So like if you don't hit it straight on, that would be straight on. So that's the regular hit. And the thing I'm trying to show you is if you come up short on that, there's no way to possibly make the 9. So you can't just come off that rail and make it. I'm trying to show you coming off of the rail and making it when you go long. But I'm either using too little or too much spin. It's hard to simulate these exact things. That may be it. There it is, yeah. So coming off that rail, you have a lot of room for error. So if you come up short, there's no way you can make it. But if you overhit, you can either cut it right there, hit it dead on, hit it on its right, or anywhere from here down. From here down on the rail, you will be fine. So all you need to do is move that aiming point over a little bit. We're hitting with right spin, which sends the cue ball to the right, past the 8, so we can make the 9. Now, it would be the same with left spin if we were over here. But something that left spin does, let's say we are blocked from our regular shooting path by the 8. If we try to shoot at that aiming line, we miss. And this one's a little bit harder. It may take a few tries, and it doesn't come up real often in games. I've never had to shoot in a game, but it does come up using reverse spin. So reverse spin like that. Reverse spin would be left spin right here. So we're using left spin to kind of bring our cue ball back to the left so we can make that 9. You can also use reverse spin to help you pocket a ball. So let's say we are behind this 8 right here, and we're trying to pocket the 9. Let's also say we can't go that way. So what we would have to do is hit with left spin into that rail and try to bring it down to make that 9. We want to bring our cue ball back to the left, since if we just hit it at our normal aiming spot, we would hit that 8, and that would be a foul, and our opponent would get ball in hand or whatever, or ball in the kitchen. So we need to use that left spin, and again, we're still going to find our original aiming line, so angle in, angle out right there, and then we're going to move it down about half a diamond. And we still have this long rail for insurance right here, so we can overhit again. So you may, if you use maximum left spin, it's going to bring it back too much. And you may foul on the 8, since you need to kind of swoop it. If you use a little bit of left and a little bit of bottom, you will overhit it as well. Look how much reverse that puts on it. I need to put some chalk on my cue so I don't miss cue. That's a good point too. Don't make sure you're chalked up before you try extreme spin shots like these. Also, you don't want to elevate the back of your cue, because that again puts too much spin on it and it brings it way over here. So we're just hitting with about 1 tip of left spin, and we're trying to aim way down there. It's a tough shot. This doesn't come up in games too often, but it is good to know. See, you may hit too far over like that, and a lot of times you hit on this rail. So we're going to try to find that medium speed, just like that. So you don't need to hit too hard. If you hit too hard, you will put too much spin on it, just like that. And if you hit too soft, you won't put much spin on it at all. Hey, we still made it. But we didn't have a cue ball where we were earlier, so we would have run into the 8. So, left spin brings it to the left, obviously. So, there you go. So, real quick, I want to show you some safety play when you are kicking. So, let's say we're playing 9 ball. We're stuck on the last 2 balls. And it's 6, 8, 9 left. Say we're blocked directly from our 6. And you're scared about hitting this full on. Like, you don't want to do that, because then you leave your opponent a shot right here. You don't really see a way to get safe from this. And I mean, by safe, I mean leave your opponent without a shot. But when a ball is on a rail like this, when a ball is on a rail like that, if you hit your cue ball real soft, and just barely tap that ball, odds are your opponent will not be left with the shot. And let's see if I can hit it at that right speed. There it is. So your opponent is not left with the shot right here, and they're forced to play a tough safety, and then you can keep going in your safety battle. Let's a little bit right spin. So you would keep going in this safety battle till somebody made a ball or something like that. See if they would foul there. Then you get the ball in hand. You'd be able to run out, all from just barely tapping that 6 ball. So if you barely tap it, usually your opponent will not have a shot after. So let's go 4 rails, just for fun. Almost. But, so if you barely tap that, I don't know why I continue to run out. But if you hit it at a really soft speed, like just barely enough to get it there, you can't leave your opponent without a shot. But if you hit too hard like that, it's very easy to leave your opponent a shot. And this person has 2 options. They can shoot whichever one they want. But it is a good tool to use, just barely hitting that, using a little bit of right spin. You kind of want to barely graze it on its side like that, because that increases the chance of you not getting a good shot. But we did overhit it again, so our opponent has a shot on the 8 ball. And then obviously it's an easy run out from there because it's just the 8. But again, this is a great shot to practice, and you must practice it on your table before you try it in a game. So, just like that. So hit it on its left, well this would be its right side, if you're looking at it this way. On its right side, so the cue ball deflects this way. If it deflects off that way, it has a shot into the corner, or the other corner, or an easy bank into the corner of the side. But if you end up over here, it's much harder for the bank. You have to jack up your cue and masse out of it. And we still got a double kiss on that 8 ball. So it's great shot to know for that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below. If you have any questions or concerns, please click the comment button. Leave me a comment down below. If you want to be notified when I post a new video, you can click the subscribe button and then the bell icon right next to it. That'll just send you an email and a notification saying that I've uploaded a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.